Have you ever wondered if it's truly possible to read someone's mind? Imagine, for a moment, having the ability to know what others are thinking without a single word being exchanged. Today, I'm going to reveal 3 ancient techniques that, when mastered, will empower you to understand others on a profound and intuitive level. But first, let me share a timeless Buddhist tale, a story that not only captivates, but also illuminates these remarkable skills in action. In a peaceful village nestled among lush, rolling hills, there once lived 2 brothers. The elder, tragically blind, spent his days confined within their modest home, his world wrapped in perpetual darkness. The younger brother, a diligent farmer, worked tirelessly in the fields to provide for them. Yet despite his relentless efforts, their crops were frequently devastated by wild animals, leaving him troubled and exhausted. Desperate for a solution, the younger brother devised an unconventional plan. A thought occurred to him: why not enlist the help of my elder brother? Although he cannot see, his sense of hearing is unparalleled. He imagined his brother stationed in the field, alert and ready to shout to scare away any approaching animals. The next day, he put his plan into action by building a small hut in the middle of their field. Gently guiding his elder brother inside, he explained the task. "Brother," he said earnestly, "your voice will be our shield. When you hear an animal, call out with all your might. Your shouts will drive them away and keep our crops safe." Trusting his younger sibling's wisdom, the elder brother agreed. Day after day, his sharp ears picked up the rustle of approaching creatures, and his powerful shouts kept the intruders at bay, saving their harvest. One day, destiny brought an unexpected twist. A swift, graceful deer dashed into the field, toppling fences in its wild flight. Moments later, a king majestic, draped in regal attire, and with a fierce determination, rode in pursuit of the animal. Dismounting his steed, the king's eyes fell upon the blind man seated in the hut. His voice, deep and commanding, called out, "Stranger, have you seen a deer pass this way?" The blind brother, unmoved and composed, responded, "Your Majesty, I am blind and see nothing with my eyes. But I can tell you this: what you seek is not worth your chase." The king's brow furrowed in astonishment. His initial disbelief gave way to curiosity. "What do you mean, old man? How could you know what is worth my pursuit when you have no sight?" With a calm and steady voice, the blind brother explained, "The animal you chase, my king, is a pregnant doe. In all my years, I have never known a noble king to hunt a creature carrying new life. Let her go. She is not worth your chase." Soon after, the soldiers returned, and there before them stood the doe, indeed, heavy with the weight of new life. The king's astonishment deepened as he realized the blind brother's words were true. Overwhelmed by wonder, the king approached the blind man again. "Tell me, wise one, how do you know such things without sight?" The blind brother smiled, an expression both serene and knowing. "Your Majesty, though my eyes cannot see, I have learned to perceive in other ways. I listen not just with my ears, but with my entire being. The rhythm of breath, the tension of movement, all of these whisper their secrets to me. This, my king, is how I know." The king, moved by the blind brother's profound wisdom, hesitated only for a moment before posing another question, one that had gnawed at his heart for years. "Wise man, tell me one more thing. Is my queen faithful to me?" The air grew thick with tension. The blind brother paused, then spoke. "Your Majesty, this question is like a double-edged sword. If you wish for an answer, I must ask for a moment alone with the queen." Suspicion flashed in the king's eyes, but curiosity overruled it. With a gesture, he ordered his guards to leave the blind man and the queen alone in a quiet room. Moments later, shouts and commotion broke the stillness. The queen, furious and indignant, lashed out at the blind man, her pride wounded by his request. When he emerged, bruised but composed, the blind brother approached the king once more. "Your Majesty, your queen is not faithful." Her reaction spoke volumes. When asked for calm, she chose anger and violence, betraying her inner guilt. The king's face turned dark with betrayal. Yet, a final sliver of doubt kept his rage at bay. "But how could you be so sure?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "Majesty," the blind brother said softly, "the body speaks when the mouth does not. A pure heart reacts with stillness. A troubled one erupts with rage. That, my king, is the essence of understanding another's mind." The king's eyes shone with realization. He looked at the blind brother, now more a sage than an ordinary man. "Teach me this art. How can I, too, read the thoughts of others?" The blind brother nodded, sensing the king's thirst for wisdom. "To read another's mind, your Majesty, you must first conquer your own. Bring your mind into the present moment and observe without judgment. I will share with you 3 keys to unlock the thoughts hidden behind the veil of silence. First, observe the eyes. They are the windows to the soul and speak a silent language. Wandering eyes reveal unease or deceit. Steady, focused eyes show honesty and engagement. Notice how pupils widen with excitement or shrink with discomfort. Even the whites of the eyes tell stories of vigor or exhaustion. Second, study the face. The face is a canvas that paints emotions in vivid strokes. Eyebrows arch in surprise or knit in worry. A smile that reaches the eyes, crinkling them at the corners, is genuine. A forced smile, however, is a mask. Watch the subtle twitch of a lip or the tightening of a jaw. These are signs that reveal hidden truths. Lastly, master the language of the body. Every gesture, every stance speaks volumes. Crossed arms build an invisible wall, while open palms invite trust. Leaning in shows genuine interest. Leaning away signals disinterest or discomfort. The king absorbed each word, his understanding deepening. He saw now that the blind brother's wisdom was not just about observing others, but about a profound self-awareness. The blind brother's voice softened as he concluded, "Master these skills, your Majesty, and you will find that the mind speaks in a silent, powerful language of its own. Learn to listen, and the truth will be laid bare." Thank you for watching. If you found this video enlightening, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you insightful content.